So Laura, what are some of the different perspectives that you bring to course design? How important are they, and how do you get them to work together?
Yeah, so from my own experience, I was an adult learner from the fall of 2017 to the fall of 2021, taking 15 courses online spread across those 10 semesters.
Mhm.
And it really gave me a very in-depth experience of what it feels like to be a student or especially an adult learner in this situation. And that's kind of where I got the idea of like the basic things that you need to really be successful in this course from just experiencing it firsthand. So nothing will give you a better understanding of student experience and user experience than being a student yourself. And so that was like when I went into a course, I could kind of like skim over things really quick and better understand this works for me, this doesn't. I got so many great ideas as a student that then when I became an instructional designer, I would always have those in my mind when I was working with a professor and think to myself, well, let's try to change this discussion board prompt to make it a little bit more likely to get students like, respectfully disagreeing with each other, not just doing the like, I agree, what you said is awesome, thumbs up. So I would kind of work with them to come up with ways to make things a little bit more engaging just from the perspective of being a student. Like I feel like I literally put on my student hat when I'm looking at a course. And
Mhm.
then on top of that, I am also an adjunct professor for a course that is so meta. It's adult students that are in a degree completion program. They are the most like inspiring, amazing students, by the way. I just have to say, incredible. Um, and so from that, I've also got the instructor perspective as well. So whenever I'm working with a faculty member to help them build their course, I'm trading off between the two hats, between what a student's going to feel in that course, what it's like being an instructor, and then also as an instructional designer, just applying like pedagogy, best practices, accessibility, so important. What kind of ed tech tools are really going to elevate things, and what tools might be just a little overwhelming for people. So I feel really lucky, and I'm really committed to that whole lifelong learner thing anyways. I still love to take classes online whenever I can, and just put in a little bit of a prop here for CUNY, who had a blockchain course earlier this semester that was pretty awesome. And I really love taking all those classes whenever I can. And I'm going to be pursuing a doctorate at some point. So I'm all about it. The more I kind of keep my foot in the game, the better I think I am as not only a professor, but also as an instructional designer. I just never lose sight of what it feels like from the other side of the desk, so to speak.
Right. Well, you mentioned you feel lucky. From our perspective, my perspective, that you are a teacher, instructional designer, and student, we're lucky that you're in this game with us, and we're lucky that we have you to tap into and talk about your experiences and maybe pay it forward somehow with other people. And thank you for being in our world, and we're lucky to have you.
Hey, we're lucky to have you too for doing this whole podcast. It really brings a whole lot of different speakers into the game. And really, all of us level up when we get to hear other people's voices and ideas.
Excellent. I'm glad I hope I'm achieving that. So thank you, Laura.
Sure.